Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid gold. My soul code whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My soul code whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're recording this after what you're about to listen to, but I just want to let you know, you might want to fast forward through this. I don't know. Do you think people would want to fast forward through it? If they're, no. I don't know. I get emotional. So
if that's a trigger.
Yeah, you might want to like fast forward through.
I don't know how long.
15,
20 minutes, maybe
not.
Like
20 minutes. Yeah. Just kind of like fast forward.
Or not.
Or if you
it's
like,
fine.
I know, but if they want to, they might cringe. I don't know. But, okay. Okay. So I was watching Shane Dawson and he was talking about Bunny and how she doesn't like open up to her viewers anymore. Like she doesn't share her real life with them.
Right.
Anymore. And I think I can see how that can be a lot easier to do that. Like
to not share.
I feel like I went from a place where I kind of stepped out on a ledge and I was like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to share. But it's like, I don't want to overshare. And just finding that like happy medium has been really hard. Like we talk about New Kids on the Block. We talk about 80s and 90s stuff. And I don't know at what point I bring in my real life stuff, or if I do bring in my real life stuff.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. This is my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bring in much real life stuff, but I feel like I don't have much real life stuff to bring, I guess.
You have a ton of stuff to bring though.
But I'm not conscious of it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like what I share, and what I don't. But I know, like, my brain works different from your brain. I don't think about it like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think about it. And I think, weigh the options. And think, am I oversharing? Am I undersharing? Is this too much? Do people really want to hear this? But if they hear this, then do they want to hear more of this? But I don't think they want to hear more of this. Like, I feel like that's kind of like a battle you have inside your head.
But I feel like I have that with everybody. Like friends.
With everything.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between you and me. We're both very different. So, like, I can't speak to that. What I can say is whatever you want to share. Don't think about it.
I just don't.
Like, you can't think about it so much. But that's easy for me to say. It's so easy for me to be like, don't think about it. Just share it if you want, or don't share it if you don't want. I think. Like, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, this is going to sound like really like,
No.
Like, but people are going to listen regardless. That's how I feel. And people are going to be comfortable with what you share if you're comfortable sharing it. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to be like, wow.
But I wasn't comfortable sharing when I started talking about my mental health before. I wasn't comfortable with that. I just did it because I felt a push. Like I felt
felt like you needed to?
I felt like this is an opportunity for me to talk about something that I have not, that has like been a very hard thing to talk about with anybody. And, you know, with Jenny's story, that's really when it started, was when Jenny shared her story. I was like, okay, if she's brave enough to share her story and I'm reading it then I feel brave enough to share my story. And like, I don't even think I really got into the specifics of it. I just, I said that I've been in that dark place, and
Right.
that's why that story, and it still does, it still hits home. It's hard for me to listen to that episode. I can't really, and it's not a bad thing. It's just that I don't feel that I was ready to share that per se. Like, if you would have asked me, like, if you would have said, "Hey, Nikki, why don't today you talk about your mental health?" I would have said, "What?" You're like, "No,
Right.
that's not something I want to do."
Right.
But it just seemed like the right opportunity. And I felt like maybe somebody else might be going through the same thing. And I had so many people reach out and say, "Hey, I felt the same way," or, "Thank you for making me feel like it's normal to talk about mental health." And so I felt like I've been feeling like kind of a hypocrite.
Why?
Because I haven't been sharing this.
But you don't have to share it.
I just don't know if I'm ready, like.
Right. So here's the thing. You weren't comfortable sharing it before, but you shared it because you thought someone else might benefit from it.
I felt good about sharing it. That was the thing, is like, after the stigma, like because I'm not afraid to say, like, we have people around us that are just like, "Oh, I'm fine. And you're like, "No, you need to get some help." Like,
right.
And I feel like that's the one thing that I've benefited from, is that I know that I'm not in a good place right now.
Yeah.
And to be able to see that myself, I think that that's a good thing. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I think that if I didn't see that, like, before, like way before, when you were helping me, I think that that's where there's like more problems, because you have to like chip away at it.
Right.
But it's not that I don't want to share it. It's that for so many years I've been told, like, that's not something you talk about. Like, you don't talk about this. Like, it's private. You keep it to yourself. I can remember my dad saying to me, you don't need to tell everybody everything, because then you don't have like any, you know what I mean? Then like, you're not sometimes it's good to have some mystery,
right.
to yourself. And I just didn't understand that. Like, I wanted to know everybody about, I wanted to know everything about my friends, like
right.
everything. Like, I want to know all their stories. I want them to feel like they can tell me anything. And that really hurt, like, when my dad would say that to me. So I think that that's why I'm so self-conscious about, like, talking about stuff that maybe I don't know if I'm not supposed to talk about it or not,
So and this is where I think it's different for everyone. Like, everyone's experience in this world, in this life,
mm-hmm.
is different. And how do I say it? There are people that want to share that, mm-hmm. because they know someone could benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very selfless thing to do. You know what I mean? Then there are people that feel like your father, mm-hmm. and feel like you should keep some of that for yourself because whatever. But I get that too. Maybe that's what's right for him. Maybe that wasn't right for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, in a way, like, I can kind of relate to that. Like, there are some things I keep to myself because they're mine and I can.
Right.
But I don't think any more about it than just that. Like, that's for me. Mm-hmm. And maybe I'll tell somebody, maybe I won't. But then sometimes I think it's greater than that. And that's when you need help.
And I think it's so weird with this podcast too, because like this is not something I would post on Facebook. Like,
right. Which is weird.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's not weird, but I know exactly
you know what I mean.
Like, okay.
That's the thing. That's what's so difficult about this is I've had the same conversation with my therapist. I've had the same conversation with Kevin. It's like, this is what I'm like raw here. Like, right. I'm me. I'm, because I think we all have those friends or people we know that post on Facebook.
Yes.
And like feel the need to be like, I'm not feeling well today, and you know, that's their way of reaching out.
And that's fine.
And that's fine. That's what they do, and okay. And
right.
I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want that to come off like this. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it does.
I honestly, if I wasn't doing this podcast, just like before, no one would know the difference.
Right.
No one would be the wiser.
Right.
But I feel like because we've been able to connect with people and we've been able, it's almost like, it's like that when I listen to other podcasts, I feel like they're like, I know them, some of them. And right. I had this conversation with you. Like, there's a couple podcasts that I've been listening to recently, and they'll talk about something, but like just a little bit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Just spit it out or don't talk about it. Like, right. And I hope we never do that, because
it's like what Robbie said about like when
exactly.
we have like these little things that we're like, oh no, we can't talk about that.
Exactly.
Like little stories
and
or something.
We really try not to do that. And I make sure that I edit it out. I think the only one we've not is oh, you look nice, but
you look nice.
But
we have to protect his identity. We have to protect
his identity because we don't have his permission.
Right.
And I didn't really think about that before we started talking about that.
Right.
So, you know, if we ever do that, and here's the thing, I just don't know what I'm doing. Does that make sense? Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to help. I don't know if it's going to hinder. I'm a perfectionist. If you didn't already know that, now you do, in everything that I do. And lately I've been making mistakes, and that's been really hard. I don't think I can do this.
Well, I make mistakes. Okay, listen.
No, I mean like big mistakes, like big mistakes. And
like what?
Like the thing I told you what happened. And I have to protect the identity of who this happened to. But I made a big mistake, and it was so embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. And I know we all make mistakes. But
we do make mistakes. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Just on Friday, I cost my company $700. So like I had to literally go to my manager today and be like, this happened.
Oh,
and
shit.
It's going to cost, like it's already cost $600, plus it's going to cost like, it was another 100 or so to make this right. And like, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Especially like, it's one thing to make a mistake, like when you're like making a recipe or make a mistake.
Right. And that's fine.
When
like,
you
I'm
accidentally
okay with
slip
that.
and say something that you're not supposed to say to somebody, like,
well, that sucks.
It does. But when you're like, oh, you know, oh, so-and-so's party. And they're like, that's a surprise. Like, that sucks. But you know what? When you make a mistake at work,
it's the worst.
Is awful.
Yeah.
But it happens in everyone's life and everyone's job, their career, whatever they do. People make mistakes, and sometimes they make huge ones.
Mm-hmm.
I made a huge mistake this weekend. You made a mistake this weekend.
At least we can laugh about it.
You know what? We can laugh about it because at the end of the day, it's not life or death.
I feel like I can say what I did. I'll just say it.
No, and I'm not laughing because it's funny.
No, and that's
it's
Kevin.
Not funny.
Kevin just came over, like, when that happened, because I was, like, bawling, you guys.
It's an easy mistake to make. I'm sorry. it flows.
Was awful.
It just flows.
The problem was that the post was up all day and people were commenting on it and like having conversations about it. Like I didn't see the conversations, but that's what I was told.
Right.
I just deleted it as quick as I could when I found out it wasn't deleted.
Right.
So what had happened was during this whole time, I had been making posts and the post said, "It's not funny." Like I just think about you and Kevin laughing.
I mean, it's not funny.
No.
But it's an easy mistake to make. And I promise you're the only person that remembers it right now.
Yeah. And the post said, "Buy more, save less." And not only did it say it in the text, but it said it in the banner that I made.
Wait, what? I didn't know that part.
Yes. So, oh my God. And like, honestly,
you don't make mistakes like that.
I just don't make mistakes like that. And that's not like, that's the least of my concerns right now.
Right. I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. It's just like,
it happens.
It's just one of the things. And yeah, I mean, I'm being open with you guys and Brooke and I decided to just turn this on because we haven't really talked a lot.
Not face to face
about all this that's going on. We did an episode. I don't even sound like myself in that episode. I feel like I'm very removed. It bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and probably I'll play it and people will be like, I don't.
Yes, because you said that about the last episode that came out too.
Yeah.
And I listened to it. I think it was the one with Maria.
Yeah.
And I listened to it and I was like,
myself.
No, you sound great.
I'm so overcritical right now of myself and everything that it's hard for me to like push through. And I wish I could just snap out of it and just be like, I'm fine. And I mean, I've so much good is going on. That's the thing, is like, I'm just like scratching the surface and I just want you to know that if I don't respond to a message or if you comment on something, like this is where this is going.
Right.
If I seem out of the norm, or it's because I am, and it's nothing, you have done nothing. Right. Nobody has done anything. I am not mad at anyone. That is really, I just want to make sure, because I would be so hurt if I found out that somebody was like, oh my gosh, and this just happened to me recently. That's why I think that I've been like so hyper focused on it. Mm-hmm. And so, because it actually did happen and I felt like the worst person in the world. Like I was like, oh my gosh. And like, I kind of felt like I knew maybe I should, you know what I mean? But then I was like, no, Nikki, you're thinking too much into it. And so then I just want to make sure that you guys know that I care about the podcast. I care about the success of the podcast. I care about you guys. I care about the community. I care about everything. And not being able to dedicate the time that I usually dedicate has been killing me. And I know you guys can say, oh, well, it's just a podcast. You know, like, don't worry about it. We're not worried about it, but this is like my happy place. Right. And for me not to be able to do that is very difficult. So, I mean, I just don't understand. I don't understand it. I wish I did. I wish I understood it and I wish I could snap out of it, but I can't. And right. I wish that, I mean, I should, you know, hopefully I'll have some answers soon. And, you know, don't worry. I'm getting the help that I need. So like, I don't mean this out of disrespect for anybody, you know, like I'm trying to stay positive and stuff like that, but I am being cared for. So don't worry about it.
Right.
We're trying to get where we need to go. And, hopefully it will be a quick fix. You know, you always hope.
You never know.
But it's been a while. It just came to a head, and
right. Brooke
has been amazing and Kevin has been amazing, and just, you know, in our core circle of friends, just like making sure that I'm okay. Like I am, and I'm fine. So,
and it will be well.
Right. And I'm like cryy right now, but I've been crying all day, and this is just how it is right now. And it will pass. It will pass. It will. And, you know, I think that things were okay for a time being. So It's just like, as soon as I feel like I can like wrap it up and like be like, okay, I'm fine. Like, let's move on. Like, all right, let's get better. Something tears me down, and it's frustrating.
And that just goes to show that because it brings you down so much, you know, that it's still a work in progress.
It is.
Like,
and I think
even when you think like I'm good, it's good. It's a work in progress. Right. And I get that. They get that.
And I hope like in like a month or two, we'll look back at this and be like,
that sucked.
That really sucked. That was a bad place. I feel so much better.
Right.
Like I did before. Right. I truly feel like we'll get there, but I want to be honest with you guys. Like I don't know the secrets. I wish I did.
Nobody does.
And I wish I could tell you guys like, hey, this worked for me and but I mean, for the most part, I handle it. Okay.
Right.
I just haven't been able to handle it lately. And yeah, so I wish I could say I feel better about like talking about it, but I feel like even. Like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel good. I feel like I'm hoping maybe this can help somebody. I don't know how it can, but
we still know if they're feeling similar feelings, that they're not the only one that feels that way.
No, it's not always like, I love telling people because the things that I have done to get better have worked.
Right.
They really, truly have. They have worked. And, it's not that they don't work anymore. It's just that something in my brain has changed, and
right.
We just got to figure out what it is.
There's a new approach.
So, all right.
But I want to emphasize something.
Go ahead.
Because I know this is huge for you. You've already said it, but I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
For anyone who like reaches out to you, to Nikki, via whatever social media, if she doesn't respond, don't take it personal.
Yes,
it's not personal.
Please.
And
even people who I've talked to, like who I talk to on the regular basis, like
if she doesn't respond, because it's just, don't take it personal.
And honestly,
because sometimes like, I don't know, I can only guess, like you're not in the headspace to even think about what that response would be, no matter what it is.
No.
And
I've talked to you about that. I've been like, what do I say?
Right.
Like, I don't even know how to approach this topic.
Exactly.
And you've said, just don't right now. I'm not in a good place to do it. And it's not that I don't care, because some of the things are like, what's your favorite color? I don't know.
Like, clear.
You know what
I can answer for you. No, but I just want to like reiterate that to people. Because that's important.
And I appreciate that, because you know that has really been one of the core things that have been bothering me, because people have reached out to me and said, this was like a few weeks ago when it started. Like, you haven't been as active. Is everything okay? Like, are you getting burnt out?
Yes. Because I'm going to even go a step further, and you can cut this out if you want, or you can leave it in.
Sure.
I know that a good part of your day is consumed talking with people that we've met through this podcast. And that is great.
And I love it. It's my favorite part. That's the thing.
Right.
It's like, I love it. But right now,
you can't have time for that right now, because you need time for yourself.
Right. I mean, I'm just, everything I'm doing right now, I'm spending in trying to get better.
And it is not a slight on anybody.
No.
Period. At all. Like, as a matter of fact, like, you are working on yourself to get better for the good of all.
Right.
You know, really. You can be a better friend. You can be a better you.
Yeah.
You could be a better podcaster. Whatever.
Right.
You can live your best life.
I
mean,
will be
really.
dancing.
Yes.
Like nobody's watching, just like in that video before you know it.
Right.
Living my best life.
So I really, 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 really wanted to mention that because, like I've said this over and over again to you, like privately. I don't think I've said it on the podcast really, but like that is one of the things that I know people really love and connect with. They can connect with you because you're there for them. And
I just feel awful that I can't be right now.
But don't feel awful because you need to take care of you. And every single person listening to this is nodding their head and saying, Nikki, you go, you do you take care of yourself. We'll be here. I promise you, every single person. Promise. Pinky promise, I swear. And you know I don't promise things.
No, I know. When you said that last night, I mean, you guys, like, I just, like, I lost it. I just started, like, bawling because I just needed to hear that. I'm so scared I'm going to do something that's going to, like, you know, take this podcast down. We've worked so hard. We've both worked so hard to get this where it needs to be.
It's not going anywhere.
Sorry, I'm sniffing. And if anybody has problems with that, I apologize.
And the fact that you were like, I can't believe that people were responding on Twitter and whatever.
I did not.
I'm
I just
like,
expected.
Why did you think? Of course they are.
Well,
but I know you didn't expect it. But like, of course they are.
And I couldn't even get through them. I couldn't even look. I couldn't even read them because I was just like, what is it? What is this? I don't know. You think like, okay, people listen and like whatever. They're just, but like. Just the messages that I've gotten from people.
Yeah.
That are like, don't respond. I just want to tell you I'm thinking about you. And like, I feel weird. Like, that makes me feel weird. I'm just going to be honest because like, I don't want people thinking I'm dying or like.
No, you're not dying.
The attention, the attention feels weird. It just feels weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like.
It's not bad. It just feels weird. Like what?
It's just like weird.
Do you feel kind of like why me?
No,
like, no, but like why?
I just don't. Yeah,
why are you taking time out of your day to say that? Is that how you feel? Because that's how I would feel.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, and like that's a big component and.
Which is just something I think you're just gonna have to get over.
I just thought like, oh, you were gonna post that, and it was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, just to put it out there. I
didn't expect people would, and I hope I don't sound heartless in saying that. I just did not have that. I didn't really expect anything. I had no expectations. I didn't really think that through. I just wanted people to know. My whole thing is, like I said. We have worked very hard.
Yes, we have.
And it was really hard for me not to release a podcast episode. Like that was, I know it sounds so stupid, but it's like, I felt like that's one more thing that I'm giving into, you know?
But here's the thing. And I can say this and other people will agree. For over a year, we have released episodes every single week when we've been on vacation, when we've had stuff going on in our lives. Every single week we've had a podcast episode, and for a good part of that time we had 2.
I don't even know.
Come out every single week. We have been doing this for just over a year and we're almost at 100 episodes.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And missing a week, like I said yesterday, I don't promise things, but like I promise you, not releasing for 1 week is not going to be the end of the podcast. I know it doesn't feel like that because I know you're a perfectionist and you like the track record we've had.
Yeah.
And that I'm sure in a way feels like complete.
It just feels like I let myself go.
But that's not what happened. That's not what's going on.
I just feel like, oh, I let it win. Yeah, let it win, you know? But it was just no way. There was just no way I could possibly do it, guys. Like,
No.
I just, and I know you, and I've read the messages, like,
Yeah.
and you know, it's the depression that's like,
Right.
they don't really mean it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just,
This is the internet. People will be their best selves or their worst selves on the internet.
yeah.
And no one has said anything bad.
Yeah.
No one.
Right. They might after this, like, what? She's crazy.
But
Like,
but they won't.
Like,
But that's the thing.
I just think about that poor guy getting so upset about Brittany. He really was like really upset.
What guy?
Leave her alone.
Oh, wow, we're going way back.
I'm sorry.
What's his name? Chris something?
I don't know. He was just really upset about it. And like, I felt for
He
him.
was really upset.
And like, I'm just being true. I'm just being,
Right.
You got like, that's the one thing I always want to do. And I always want to fall back on is being real with you guys. So like, this is it.
This is me.
Isn't that a dream song?
Is it? This is me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't place it.
Somebody will post the video.
Somebody, yes, they will. Yes.
Probably going to be Jill. Sorry, Jill, if I'm putting any undue stress on you, because I feel like I always say that and like I don't.
know.
I'm sorry, Jill. Rewind. I'll probably keep this in. I'm gonna try. Here's one thing I did. So I have been talking with someone, and like I haven't been. I haven't really been 100% with anybody except like my really close friends. And I feel like that's okay. And when I'm ready to talk about all of this, I will, you know, and maybe I'll just have a whole episode where I'm just like talking nonsense into the microphone and talking all about all the things I think about.
Yeah.
But the one thing that a friend said was, now see, I lost it. This is my brain. This is what happens. It's like
Who said
a
it?
frying pan. I can't. It was Alyssa. Alyssa was talking to me and she said something and now I don't remember what it was. And it was super important. And this is what happens. It's gone. Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
So far, so good. I just can't make any more mistakes like that.
And you won't.
So, Joey, I'd love to do your website, but maybe now's not a good time because I might be telling people they can buy more and save less.
Buy more and save less, McIntyre?
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Does he have a store on his website? Doesn't he have a new website
If he did,
now?
take all my money or lack thereof right now. I would.
WePo with the cruise and Apollo
Yeah.
and
Let's just take some saltines with us to the Apollo.
I
Saltines
also-
and butter.
I have another vacation in November also that I have to finish paying for.
You're taking a vacation in November?
We're going to Disney.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Like I am poor.
I did not know that you were taking a vacation in November. That's cray.
I am poor.
I can see why.
And I don't know. I mean, I feel good. The plane tickets are paid for.
Oh, well then that's a big chunk.
Well, I mean, Apollo. Speaking of Apollo.
Sorry.
The plane tickets are paid for.
Our Apollo tickets are paid for.
Our Apollo tickets are paid for. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm taking a vacation in November. I got to finish paying for it.
I don't have anything else planned.
That's good.
I'm just going to start saving for the tour after the concert.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
They'll announce that probably
Right.
Monday after the concert.
That's
after
what
the
I'm
Apollo.
thinking.
And then tickets will go on sale that day or Thursday or whatever.
I really hope not, but probably.
It will.
So that is going to hurt for us.
Uh-huh.
That's going to hurt. That's going to be painful.
That's going to be really hard.
I don't know how that's going to happen.
I don't know that doing what we did last year is going to happen.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to have that kind of money.
I know. I know.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stress about it right now. Because you know what? We don't know the details.
And we have so many like things to look forward to.
Yes, we do.
really, really do. Thank you, Jackie. That's all I have to say.
Jackie, you are amazeballs.
Should I say what happened?
Yeah.
So we had talked to Jackie and Maria beforehand, because the four of us knew that we really wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need this. Like, here's the thing. I'm going on the cruise. Like, and I'm so thankful and appreciative of that. Like, I just don't want anybody to ever think that I'm not appreciative. But like,
or that you're being greedy.
Right. I'm not.
Right.
Like, I'm really not. And, you know, if it didn't work out, we had said everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And obviously, and I recorded this all. By the way, I'm deleting it.
You told me that.
Ever see
it will never see the light of day.
I thought maybe I would test out my camera, or like our camera that we have that we're going to be using on the cruise, and I would it would be a great opportunity to test that out. So I tested it, and yeah, no one's ever going to see that footage ever, ever. So with that being said, Kevin was on his computer, you were on your computer, and I was on my computer. And we tried to get tickets, and we were unsuccessful. Like,
correct.
I could not get tickets. I couldn't. I just kept trying and trying and trying, and I couldn't get them. And I didn't want to like admit defeat. I felt if I texted like our group text that we have, I was like, I'm admitting defeat.
Right.
And like I said, we had conversations with Jackie and Maria, and I forgot to mention this, that I would love to sit together. Like, I really wanted to sit with Maria and Jackie. And because we don't get to see them often, and we talk like every day. Like,
exactly.
We talk every day.
Yes.
So, I cried. I was like, I felt like that. So finally I texted.
Right.
And I said, we couldn't get tickets.
Right.
I'm heartbroken. That's exactly what I said. And I just sat here and like sobbed, Brooke. Like it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Did I text? I think I had composed a text and then I never sent it.
I didn't see.
So I think when you said that, so you said you're heartbroken.
Right.
And I was writing a text, and in that text was saying something along the lines of, Nikki, don't be heartbroken.
Of course
we're
you
going
are.
on the cruise.
Right. And
all is well. Like,
right.
we're very lucky. Like, don't be heartbroken. It wasn't meant to be. But then as I was typing it, Jackie wrote,
yeah,
why can't you take the other the 4 that I got? Or
and
like whatever.
I didn't even know, like my heart stopped. I thought my heart stopped.
Right.
And I was like, she was like, I thought we talked about this. And I was like, oh my God.
For the record, I didn't remember talking about it. Like, I remember her saying that she was going to try to get what she could get.
Right. And I just thought she had like 2 other people in mind. That's all. Like,
right.
I was thinking, and that's, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
That was
that's
no
fine.
problem. I sobbed harder after that. Holy cow.
But we're going.
And we have tickets.
And we have plane tickets. So like, it's official.
Right. Like, we're going.
Those were really cheap plane tickets, by the way.
So yeah, we just talked about a bunch of stuff too. And all the stuff we just talked about. Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And yeah. And I feel like this is going to be a good thing because I feel like I'm like laughing and, you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read these stories because they're pretty damn good.
Cool. Let's do it.
They're always good.
Oh, we got an intro.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Do the intro!
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever. Welcome to the block party.
We ain't leaving out nobody.
Hey, guys.
Give me love, give me love, give me all you love. Hey, Joe. Did you see him post that picture today on Instagram?
Today? I didn't see today. Today was a
He's been
show.
posting. He has been
posting.
And I am like living it up.
The post in his bathtub.
What would you think about that? I don't know.
So I was
How you
watching
doing?
it.
How
Sadie was
you
watching it
doing?
with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, Mama, he's naked. And I was like, probably, maybe.
Most definitely.
I mean, maybe he put shorts on.
Doubtful. Pretty sure
That
that
would
was
be weird.
That was raw.
That
Okay, so we have some pretty awesome
we have lots of
stories today. And they're pretty good.
It's gonna be a long one.
We might not get through all of them, and that's okay. So
I'm gonna start this one.
yeah, why don't you start? I think that would be good.
This is Angela's weekend in Boston with NKOTB, July 1995.
And all I have to say is take a look at that Joey Mac picture.
Is you better work. I'm excited.
I would work for that.
I'm gonna save that picture to the end.
Because it's what we just talked about last week. And it's like,
Oh.
yeah.
Cool. I'm excited. All right, so Angela says, hi, Blockhead Sisters.
Hey.
Okay, I've been watching, what's his name? James Charles.
Who's that?
So he is like a makeup guru on YouTube, and everyone's like a sister, like, hey, sisters. And so whenever I see Blockhead Sisters now, I think of him. And I want to say it like he does.
Oh, okay.
He's
I think
adorable.
I think that would be okay.
Anyway, Angela. Hi, Blockhead Sisters. How are you
Hey.
both? Please forgive me for taking so long to email you. My intentions was to get this to you ASAP. I have a son who is severely autistic and nonverbal. He's been home for the summer, so it's been hard to actually get time to myself.
Hey,
That's okay.
That's perfectly
We totally
fine.
appreciate you sending this.
Heck yeah.
I want to talk about my weekend in Boston on July 29th through July 31st, 1995.
This was a weekend to remember. I can already feel it.
She knows the exact dates.
Hey, I would
She
too.
remembers.
I would too.
The trip to Boston should have never happened for me. I had a pen pal who was going with 2 other girls. They all pen palled with one another, and we were all Blockhead Sisters. Can I actually say technically she's writing #BH Sisters, which I love.
I love that. And this whole pen pal thing, I wish I would have partaken in this.
I had some pen pals.
Well, I had pen pals, but I didn't have blockhead pen pals.
I didn't have Blockhead pen pals.
I had
either.
a pen pal from Bangor, Wales.
Was that set up through Fruit Street School?
It sure was.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
remember that. I was not going to Fruit Street at the time. But I remember being jealous of those at Fruit Street that had pen pals from Bangor, Wales. 'Cause we
She
didn't do
never
that.
wrote me back.
She was a B.
I wrote her. She wrote me. I wrote her back. She never wrote me back.
That was the end.
And my parents, I can remember because it was like a lot of postage.
Right.
You know,
Right.
And back then
They were
in the
like,
80s, your parents
what a
were like,
waste.
what do I have to? Maybe they never sent it.
Maybe.
That would suck.
Oh, and
I'd
now
be
there's
so
a girl over in
upset.
Bangor, Wales saying she wrote me and I wrote her back, and then she never wrote back.
Oh, I wish I still had the letter.
Or her name, we could find her.
Yeah, I feel like I had a pen pal in Russia too.
Really?
Yeah,
The
because
USSR?
yes, because Samantha Smith,
Oh, right.
she was my idol,
Right.
and then she died in a plane crash. That was awful.
That's awful.
yeah.
So anyway, Angela's story.
Yes. Sorry about that. That was that got bad real fast.
They had met new kids a ton of times already, but this was my first time ever. A few months before that trip, I had lost everything due to water and smoke damage from a fire.
Oh.
So this was a much needed trip. First, we went to Danny's home in Dorchester. I remember how nice he was to them because he knew them. I saw his son, who was 2 at the time, come out, and then Danny's parents also came out to say hi. There really wasn't much talk between Danny and I because the girls I was with did a lot of the talking.
That's crazy to think that Danny had a kid in 96.
95.
95.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's old enough.
Of course.
But the pictures, they don't look old. Especially Joe. Joe looks 15. He looks like he's our age.
Legit, little boy. I can't wait to see.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Even
Seriously. I want to look at it right now. I'm going to.
though he looks like a little boy.
Oh wait, that's weird.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't. That's
He was like a 24-year-old
that's all
man.
weird. That's weird. I just I think about myself at that age. When I'm
Right.
thinking about that, I'm thinking I'm that age.
Right.
That's weird. Okay.
You're okay.
All right.
You're fine. Danny did take out the time to meet me, though. Oh, wait, hold on. No, let me go back.
Okay. Rewind.
Danny and I, there wasn't much talk between Danny and I because the girls I was with did a lot of the talking. I've never met the guys, so I couldn't relate to them. Danny did take out the time to meet me, though. We did take a photo together, and then we all left. The next day, we went by Donnie's place in Braintree. He seemed to not be there, so we left, but came back that day. We noticed someone peeping out the window. Then Donnie opened the door, and he was in a towel.
Whoa, hey.
He didn't come all the way out the door. He told us to come back later, and we could come to his pool party.
Excuse me, what? Hey, hey, ladies. I'm not available right now, but come back later and come to my pool party. Okay.
National treasure.
Seriously, for real.
In a towel.
Oh my gosh.
I hope I'm remembering the order of this right. We went to the store where the girls got their bathing suits, and then we came back. By that time, there were 20 other girls there.
Whoa.
A car came out from his garage, and Donnie was sitting in the back of it. The car pulled up on the road so we could all talk to him. Again, the girls I was with did most of the talking, but I did get to meet him. Finally, I must have seemed nervous because he kept rubbing my back. Donnie has always been my favorite.
Sorry.
Donnie has always been my favorite, so this meeting meant everything to me, even though it was really quick. He had to go. We came back later that day to go to the pool party, but one of his neighbors called the police, and the police told us that we had to leave.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I missed that because I was answering a text message. I'm so sorry. What did you just say?
So he had to leave, so they came back later in the day to go to the pool party.
Yeah.
But one of his neighbors called the police, and the police told them that they had to leave.
Even though, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
So we went back to our hotel room. Terry Yancey from the Funky Bunch came to our room and hung out with us most of the night. What? The next day, we were set to leave Boston to go back home, but the girls made a last-minute decision to visit Joe's house in Brookline. Now, this was embarrassing.
Uh-oh.
I didn't do my hair or dress appropriately. I was in my PJs. It was still early in the morning, and some other girls were there as well. I finally got to meet some of my other pen pals that are also Blockhead sisters as well. It was so cool. And Joe came out. I was so shocked that he'd come out to see us that early. He looked like he just woke up. He kept looking at me like he wanted to say something, but he didn't, other than, "Hi, how are you?" There were too many girls there for him to talk to each and every one of us. I'm sure there's more to the story that I left out. I just don't remember every detail. But here are some photos from that weekend. Angie. Thank you, Angie. And I'm going to take a peek at these photos. I am excited. Oh. Hey there, Danny. Oh my God. Donnie.
Look at him.
Look at Joe. That's
Nicky Joe right there.
That's Nicky Joe.
Yep, that's like 100%.
You have a type.
I have a type, and that is him.
I'll tell you what. Out of these pictures, Donnie right there, that's my type. But no Jordan, alas.
That was an awesome story.
That was an awesome story.
Like,
Thank you so much, Angie.
I love those old stories where, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I love
that from like the 90s.
Yes.
Those like stories of meeting them like at their houses.
What the hell were we doing for real? Like for
we were
real.
in high school.
I know, but like
we didn't have driver's licenses.
95. Yeah, that's true. But like we went to Boston in 96.
Well, right.
I could have been.
Was it 96? No, it was a little later than that.
I feel like it was okay. Maybe it was like 97. It was like 96 or 97 because we weren't seniors.
You mean the time? Like you mean the time we went and saw?
Yeah. The one time we were like driving down Broadway and you were like, "Want to go to Boston?" I was like, "Sure." And we hopped on I-95.
No, I think we were older.
We weren't seniors.
We were like NSYNC fans. And the reason why I say that is because I remember what I was wearing, and I didn't wear that in high school. Okay. Because I had started gaining weight. I didn't start gaining weight until my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And it was like after that I wore this particular outfit.
Is that okay to keep that in?
Yeah. Okay. I don't care.
But thank you so much for sharing your story.
I know, that's awesome.
That was awesome.
And I love the pictures.
Especially that Joe one. How you doing? I like the Donnie one too.
You just whispered and I couldn't hear it.
I said.
I don't know what you said, but I'll hear it when I listen to the podcast.
Okay. All right. I'm going to clap.
Ricola.
Okay. So it is now Tuesday. And Brooke has come over and
Again.
we got an important phone call last night.
We did.
So we had to take that phone call from Maria. We had to chit chat about all kinds of things. So, today in New Kids News, I loved that post that you did. I'm just going to say.
Okay. And also, can I just say?
Yes.
I know you were just going to say something. I'm just going to say something real quick.
Okay.
I did not know because that post was concocted and posted before New Kids said anything about duets.
Right. That was crazy.
Of course, nobody saw it because it went as a reply to Kenny Rogers.
Right.
It wasn't supposed to.
That's okay because I didn't delete it. So you can see
it's still out there.
Right.
Because somebody retweeted it.
I just did another one.
Yeah. So, our duet's coming back?
And so here's what happened. So we were in our little Slack group with our admins. And I was like, OMG, Islands in the Stream. And then Jackie was like, oh, he already did that. And she posted the link. And my heart went, bo, 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 bo. Just like that. And I said,
like on Price is Right when they don't win.
Yep. And so I watched it. The girl is really good. And
you are also really good.
That's funny.
No, you are. And also, I'm going to say it again.
Okay.
I said to you before off record.
Mm-hmm.
What part did Joe sing?
He sang the Kenny Rogers part.
What part would Nikki sing?
I would sing the Kenny Rogers part.
So Joe, learn the Dolly part.
And I have to say that, my heart. Oh, when he sang that, he was putting his all into it. Oh, Joe.
He did a good job because he has a beautiful voice.
Yeah. And she did too.
She did do a nice job.
Yes.
You would also do a nice job.
So if you're listening, great job at Islands in the Stream. I'm not like...
I hope she's listening.
That would be amazing. Let us know if you're listening.
Right. Because you kind of look familiar, just so you know.
Yeah, you kind of do.
You might just have a doppelganger. Is that what it's called?
Maybe. I have one.
In Bangor, Maine.
I have a doppelganger.
Where?
I don't know, but Amy saw her.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and she's like, are you at Wells Beach? And I said... No. So we have some amazing stories to read.
Right.
Actually, one of the stories, they sent us pictures today. So just remind me.
And we did already read one story.
We did. And that was
Angie.
And it was an amazing story and we loved it so much. So is it my turn?
It's your turn. It's Natasha.
Oh, crapper. I don't have it up. Hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
I'll get it. Just take me a second. Oh, what else did you talk to me about the cruise today? You can let our listeners know. You were just talking about. This was really neat. You were like, you were so glad.
Oh, I'm so glad that we know so many people. I mean, okay.
Yeah, no, that...
We don't know the whole ship or anything.
No.
But we have a group of friends that we've met from doing the podcast and other New Kids fans, aka blockheads,
right?
That we know that are going to be on this cruise, and I think it's really awesome because one of my bigger stresses and worries about this, way back, was if you and I go on this cruise, if there's something that you really are into and really want to do, and I'm too tired, or because I'm worried about I was genuinely worried about that. If I'm just not up to it. I was so worried about you being disappointed or, not wanting to go.
I wouldn't be upset at you. I would just be
you know what I mean?
Oh, bummer.
But I'm just so glad that with the friends that we've made, you're always going to have someone that's going to be doing the same things you are.
Yeah.
It could be anybody. It could be Maria. It could be Jackie. It could be anybody.
Yeah. Could be Michelle.
Michelle.
Because I said that I don't want to walk anywhere by myself.
Maybe it's Charlene. Maybe it's Christine.
because I have like that fear because of the Unsolved Mysteries episode.
Yes, you do have that fear. I don't have that fear.
I know it's crazy. I know, guys. I know it's so crazy. And I know that there's people who like to who go do
crazy until something happens.
Independent lives, and they like to go take their walks. And good for you. I'm proud of you. Good. You go. You go, girl. You go, boy.
Yeah, boy.
But I am just not like that.
Right. No.
I don't want to. I have anxiety anyway, and that would just like, yeah,
right.
Just no, yeah.
Like,
you know what I'm talking about.
Like you'll want to have someone with you.
Yeah.
So like if there's a day.
So like Joe, if you want to accompany me, and we could just sing together to ourselves.
Right. Cool. But like if there's a day when I really need to sleep and you're like, I want to go down to breakfast and go have, I won't be like having to drag ass out of bed for breakfast.
Yeah.
Because someone else will be dragging ass out of bed with you.
Hey, that's good.
Or they'll just be up.
Hey, that sounds great. Also, I just want to say that I'm feeling pretty good today.
Good. That's great.
So, all right. So this is Natasha's NKOTB journey. I feel like I need some intro music. Hey, that was good.
That really wasn't.
This is Natasha. My journey started 8 years ago. It started when NKOTB came back for the reunion. I was so excited. I haven't seen them since I was a teen. I always wanted to meet them. It was my dream. Hey, this sounds like a poem.
A poem?
I just said poem weird.
It sounds like a poem.
I can ask my grandma. Oh, wait. I asked my grandma to get me tickets until I get my check. My granddad ordered the tickets for the concert. He ordered the tickets far away from the stage. I was sad because I knew I wouldn't be able to see them like I wanted to. The day of the show, and everything wasn't going as planned. My man wasn't at home to watch our children. It was raining outside, and my grandmother's back was bothering her. I tweeted, NKOTB, see you in Detroit, fellas. Hold up. Love Remarkable You is in the building. Representing the D-Baby. Woo! I was happy, but something inside me wasn't right. So it finally stopped raining. Of course, that's at most New Kids concerts. My man came home, and my grandmother felt a little bit better. It was time to go to the Detroit Energy Music Theater in Clarkson. Wait, nope. It was time. It was time to go to the DTE Energy Music Theater in Clarkston, Michigan?
Yeah.
I was driving and I was listening to the radio. It was June 25th, 2009, and Michael Jackson was found dead. I almost couldn't drive. I was heartbroken. I love him and his music. I had the jacket, but it was in purple. You will have to ask my immediate family and they will tell you. I was like, I get to see my favorite band in the whole wide world. By the way, it was Jabberwockies and Jesse McCartney. I know they're going to throw a party and we're all going to be crying together. I got to the show and my grandma forgot her camera and I had to go buy a disposable camera. I'm glad I did because Donnie came right to me. The 12-year-old in me said, get him.
Get him.
The 31-year-old said, you're going to go to jail. I said at that point, what should I do? I had to listen to the 31-year-old. I almost had his shirt. That's how close I was to him. I thought to myself, my grandmother didn't feel good. I thought to myself, if my grandmother didn't feel good and I go to jail, how is she going to get back home? So I went back up to my seat. I saw Danny and John. I had so much fun, like I always do. And that's my journey. That's when my journey begins. #BHLove. Monday is the day. R.I.P. MJ.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you, Natasha. I'm glad you got that disposable camera.
No kidding.
That would be a hard find nowadays.
Is it?
I don't know. Nan has a bunch in her house right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I think she'd like forget that she would buy them.
That she'd have them?
Yeah.
Is there anything on them or are they just empty?
Oh, no. They're empty.
Fun.
Yeah.
You said that weird.
You know what I have?
What's
I have
that?
a couple NSYNC ones that aren't used.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe we should use those suckers.
Suckers. I wonder if my brother still has his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles camera.
Ooh, was it like a regular camera that like would put the thing on it?
Yes, it was a regular camera and you put film in it.
Yeah.
And
film, as Nan would say.
Yes, and when you printed the pictures, there was a Ninja Turtle in the corner.
That's super cool.
Every picture.
How was it? Like from light or?
I don't know how it did it. It was magic.
Was it like color or was it like
Black and white. No, black and white. It was just black. Like
that
a
is
stamp.
really cool.
It was like a stamp of like a Ninja Turtle like waving like this. And
New Kids on the Block, if you would have done that, I'd been all over that. Well, I would have
and
tried
it was
to be
that
all over.
era.
Yeah.
It was totally that era. That year for Christmas, my brother and I both got a new camera. And he got a Ninja Turtle one. And I got like, just like the
click.
Yeah, like similar to that.
With the little flash bulb on the top.
I did not have a flash bulb on the top. But it was like similar to that. It was like one of the...
I always liked those flash bulbs. It was very
I did
satisfying for it to like... I like the noise of the old flash bulbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Bring it. Hey, Karen sent us some pics in the
Sweet.
email.
Okay.
For the next story. So, Natasha, thank you so much for your story.
Thank you, Natasha. Love it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm glad you didn't go to jail.
you made the right decision.
You made the right decision. Yep.
Nikki almost went to jail.
No, what, Brooke?
She made the wrong decision. She
What did I do?
ran her finger down Jordan Knight's
stop
naked body.
it. Oh, I didn't know you were going to say that. People don't like that.
It wasn't totally naked. Because you know why? It was hot and it was raining and his shirt was wet. So we had to take it off. That's why it was out and about.
I was like,
And then what do you do? Like, what would Maria do?
I wonder what Maria
What
would
would
do.
Michelle do?
I wonder what Michelle would do.
I'll tell you what. I didn't do anything. I did not seize that
I
opportunity.
just remember you going, Nikki, what did you just do? Just like that. Just like that. I go, I don't know.
Like, literally, like, we could have hugged him and, like, held our ear against his body.
Yeah.
That would have been weird. Yeah, so anyway, cool. Thanks, Natasha. Love it. Glad you're not in jail.
For reals.
So now we have Karen's international fan
I'm
story.
very excited about this because you know how I feel about international fan stories.
You really like them.
I do. And I mean, I love all stories, but I really like international stories because it's like, it makes us realize, like, just, you know, how similar we are. You know what I mean?
And like how far reaching
different.
the whole thing was. Like,
yeah.
Because think about it. We're like 9 years old, 10 years old.
Yeah.
These 5 guys are from Boston. Boston's a 4-hour drive
5
from
bad
here.
brothers from the Beantown Lane.
Right. Boston's not that far.
Right.
So like kind of from like our neck of the woods, sort of.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of cool to think like, wow, there were girls our age, like across the globe that were like down with it.
Yeah.
Some of them even flew here to find them.
Right. Okay.
That's amazing.
Let's talk about real quick. Let's again give a nod to Confetti Cat because
For real.
like we talked about, we were talking. So here's the thing that like, I want to know from these people that visited New Kids
Back in like the 90s, like early 90s.
before there was message boards, before you were able to look, how did you find out where they lived?
Right.
Like, how did you find out where they were going to be? How did you find out, like, was it a friend of a friend? Was it your old Uncle Donnie down at the post office that may have worked with Mr. Wood and you knew something?
You went to a potluck. He went to a potluck at his house one time back in 1986.
Yeah.
And thought maybe he still lives there.
Maybe.
And someone went and knocked on the door and found out. As a matter of fact, he does.
I got the deets.
So
I just think that's wild.
it is wild. And I kind of thought, like, is it something with like the pen pals? Like someone
Right.
found out something and it's like a chain?
Right.
Or was there some kind of like underground, like,
Yeah. Was there an
mailer?
underground? Was there an underground? I want to know. I need the deets.
It's possible there
Can
was.
you guys like let me know? Like I want
Yeah.
you to email us. I want you to tell us about these things.
My so-called whatever at gmail.com.
Yes. So it's out there. I want to know. Like I don't want to know where they live. Like I don't want to know personal details about them now.
No, but how did you find out back in like 1992
right.
or like 94?
And like how did we not know about these things?
Because we were too young.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like I would have been resourceful if I was older. So Here we go.
I like message boards. We
I
should
do
have
too.
message boards.
Yes. When they were like talking about this new NKOTB.com, I was like, woo, message boards. No. But it's okay. But like, I strive for those message boards.
I think we should have a message board.
You want to?
I think
I
we
could
should.
totally do it. I totally do it up.
I mean,
Totally do it.
would anybody go to it?
I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be fun just to try. You know what? We can just put it in like what do you call it? Test.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write it down.
I was thinking about that the other day. I went to another podcast website and they had message boards. And I was like,
Well, you know that I've
should
done
do this.
message boards before.
yes, I do.
I've just putting it out there. I have done my fair share of message boards. I even had ones that had like tiered levels of like membership,
Yeah.
like depending on your posts and like your top posts. And
I think that's very cool.
hold on, I'm writing it down. It's going on paper. So if you hear the paper shuffling,
I mean, like, obviously we have our Facebook group, which is awesome. And there's a lot of like members and like, you know, that's awesome. Super cool. But I think that message boards gives you an element of organization that Facebook doesn't give you.
well, okay, so I will say that Facebook is coming with that kind of stuff. And it is in some groups already. I have asked them for it, and they have said that we are rolling it out to select communities.
Well,
But it's
I'm
not
not gonna
the same.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
It's not the same. It's
Right.
not the same as the message boards. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, well, Facebook.
Oh,
That's what I was going to say. But we probably shouldn't say that.
I'm going to dolphin that.
Yes. Dolphin that. And then if they ever listen to it, not that they will, Mark Zuckerberg, when he listens to this,
Mark, are you listening?
he'll be like, this group,
this group ain't
never going to get it.
Nope. F minus. I wonder how I could like put message boards into like depiction. Should I do like an old school computer and like for my vision board?
I don't know.
I spelled NKOTB wrong. I forgot the T. All right.
It's like knob, only
It just looks, it just
NK.
says, yeah, it says knob.
Knob.
Nicob. It's almost like Nicole. Oh.
Weird. NKOTB. All right, I'm going to read Karen's story.
I'm so excited for it. Karen, is that her? Karen?
Karen's international story.
Wait.
Hi,
Yeah,
ladies.
it is Karen.
Karen
Sorry.
here.
Sorry, Karen. Yay, Karen.
All right, I'm going to read it.
I am here.
Hi, ladies. Karen here. Here's my story. Let me know what you think.
I will.
I didn't think I had much, but it's surprising when I started. Thank you for asking. It was fun looking back.
I'm so excited that I asked for it.
When Nikki asked me for a story, I said it wouldn't be very long, and she said it would still be fun to hear, as she loved hearing about international fans.
Hey, that's my name.
So I started to put this together. And it amazed me the stuff I hadn't thought about in so long. And it also made me appreciate I'm really lucky. I'll explain later why.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So my story starts in 1988 when NKOTB appeared on the Smash Hits Poll Winners Party and sang The Right Stuff.
Ooh.
I saw them and was hooked and took a shine to Joe straight away, as he was the youngest and not far away from my age, and cute.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
I read that real quick and I read it and I hooked up with Joe. Hey,
Story's over. You win.
You win. You win the prize.
Game over. You win. I got their album cassette in those days, and it was constantly on repeat. They came over often back in the day, promoting their new music and upcoming tours. I remember sitting in front of my TV watching on a Saturday morning when I knew they were going to be on and catching every glimpse I could. I had posters all over my walls and was a proud blockhead. I come from a town which is far from any city, so knew I would have to travel to see them and would need to save my pocket money hard to go to their concerts.
Has she said where she's from?
No.
She's from Scotland.
I think that she gets there.
Home of my ancestors.
Your ancestors are from Scotland?
They're straight from Scotland.
Mine are from Ireland.
They went to Prince Edward Island for a little while.
Took a little break.
Yeah.
The first one was in Birmingham in 1990. It was an 8-hour round trip on a bus, specially put on to go to the concert.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
So it was like a chartered bus.
Can we do that?
Of course we can.
That would be amazing. Like a bus that's like New Kids. It'd play like New Kids TV. Like
we could do that. We could absolutely do that. But we need like 40 people
okay,
for it to be affordable.
Let's do it, guys. Do it up. Hey,
but where's the bus
NKOTB
going to
convention?
come? Where's the bus going to come from? Here?
I don't know. I didn't really think that through.
Because it's not like a bus that you can like hop all around the country and pick people up.
You know how do you I'm still looking for stories from whoever went on that bus trip with Donnie. I'm still looking for stories on that because that is a friggin' amazing thing. But he did that. He did like a bus thing.
Like a bus tour.
And they like went to like Canada.
That's cool.
NKOTB, you want to go on a bus tour? Because I'm out. I'm game. Just putting it out there.
Jordan.
Throwing it in the universe.
Want to be my seatmate?
I don't think I'd want.
We could play cards.
I'd be too nervous to sit with Joey.
Why?
I don't know. I'd say something stupid eventually. And he'd be like, yeah, I'm done with you.
No. He likes tall women.
Hey!
Hey.
I checked that box. Check!
Okay. I had my BFF Lynn with me, and we would chat all the way there and all the way back. Our concert seats were quite far back, but we were in the room, and the atmosphere was amazing. Nothing I had experienced before.
Ooh.
The next time we saw them, it was in Glasgow, a bit nearer to home this time. It was another amazing experience, too. I can vividly remember this because it was another bus specially running for the concert.
That is so amazing.
It broke down halfway there.
Oh, no.
A
that's
girl
not
on the bus
amazing.
became hysterical because she thought we weren't going to get there.
Oh.
Folks had to calm her down. I was panicking a bit inside, but I just knew we were going to get there, and we did. We ran in, my shoe flying off in the process, but we made it. We missed Marky Mark, who was a support act. Was disappointed, but hey, we made it.
Hey.
We had better seats this time, but still not as close as I was going to get in the future. A little did I know back then.
I mean, can you even imagine? Could you even imagine thinking back then what kind
No.
of seats you were going to get in the future? No.
No. I wouldn't have believed it.
I would have threw up.
I honestly wouldn't have even known how to process that.
No. If somebody said, listen, I'm going to tell you.
When you're almost
I've
40.
come from the future.
Right.
I was at a concert and Joey McIntyre went to the corner. I know you guys have heard this, blah, 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 blah. But Joey McIntyre went to the corner of the stage and he sang to you because you were sitting right there. And he held your hand. And I don't know. Little Nikki would be like,
GTFO.
yep, exactly.
Because, no, I wouldn't have been able to process that. Also, I don't think I'd be able to process anybody coming from the future and talking to me. I'd be like, wait a minute, this shit weird. You cray.
I've been watching too much Shane Dawson, I'm telling you right now. Looking at those people, those pictures from people in the future that have guy looks like he's talking on a cell phone, 1914 in a picture.
Wait, this is an old video.
Yeah. I'm going.
You're back in the depths of Shane Dawson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I've seen that, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I love Shane Dawson.
Hey, if you guys have some more YouTube people, let me know.
Yeah, share them because we like YouTube.
Yeah. And we're going to be on YouTube soon.
Sometime. We're going to do some videos.
Someday.
No, we will, especially around the cruise and stuff.
I'm super excited about it.
Yeah.
I might even do a
teaser trailer.
Maybe, but I might even do a Blair Witch style video. But I won't cry. I'll cry.
Snot.
But okay, sorry, I've disturbed your story.
Okay. I lost my place. Oh, here we go. When they announced they were going their own direction, sure, I was sad. Mm-hmm. These guys unknowingly got me through some rough times growing up. I'd put their music on and it would lift me up. I wish I'd got to more concerts. When I heard about the reunion, I couldn't believe it. Neither could my husband. Nope. He knew he married a blockhead and probably thought the blockhead days were long gone.
Yep.
They came to Glasgow again in 2009, and it was just like being back in 1989. These guys were on fire, and it was great having that blockhead feeling. You know what that's like, right?
Sure do.
Yep. Then in 2012, they were back. This time they had company, the Backstreet Boys. I also love their music and had seen shows from across the water and knew this is going to be amazing. Me and my BFF headed down to Newcastle this time, 2 hours away, and it was not disappointing. I still hear that Viva La Vida song.
Yep.
And don't hear Coldplay.
Same.
I hear NKOTB SB version. Yep. Me too.
Every time I hear it on the radio. It's not often, But
Right.
like if I hear it, I'm like,
I heard it tonight,
oh
actually.
gosh, look at that. Look.
I heard it tonight,
Goosebumps.
and that's what I thought. That's weird. That's random that I heard it tonight, but
That is random.
it was at work.
That's a sign, maybe?
I don't know what of. NKOTB SB are coming back.
No.
I wouldn't be mad at it. Just put it out
wouldn't
there.
I'd go.
Well, you'd go if it was like NKOTB and I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Probably. Yeah, I would.
But
I'd go anywhere. If NKOTB is there, I'm there. You do residency, I'm gonna move to Las Vegas.
we'll have to get an apartment.
Yeah.
We had quite good seats. We never thought we would get close to the stage. The guys came out in the crowd, and Donnie wasn't far away from us. Away from our seats. This was the closest I had ever been to them, and it was a moment for sure. After the concert, we got to our car and realized we could see them in the building as the windows were open. What? The buses were visible too from the car park, so we waited and waited, but nothing. The police arrived, and we thought we better leave. There were a few other girls too. We didn't want to get in trouble, and
You
it was
don't wanna
getting
get
late
arrested,
too for
like-
driving home.
Same with Natasha.
No, she didn't want to go to jail.
No.
Neither did Karen.
Nope.
But the best was still to come.
What?
It was 2014, and this is a big year. I was turning 40.
Woo!
My BFF turning 40 in the following January. New Kids on the Block were coming to Glasgow again in June. So I phoned my friend's husband and plotted. I suggested for our 40th birthdays we could meet New Kids on the Block. What did he think? Thank goodness he was up for it.
Oh, I love your husband, national treasure.
So the day came to buy tickets, and I had to work, so my husband was instructed to get the best he could. He did, and we got meet and greet tickets. I was so excited, but keeping this from my BFF was going to be hard. She knew we were going, but she didn't know we were meeting them. How I kept my mouth shut as long still amazes me. As it got closer, it was getting hard to contain my excitement, but my friend's hubby couldn't do it any longer. So he got me to tell her, and she couldn't believe we were actually going to meet them.
That's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
How awesome. As this was our first meet and greet, we didn't know what to expect and were clueless. You were to be in groups of 10, so we got ourselves in a group, and at the last minute they got split up, so we joined another group, which ended up working out great as we made friends for life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, we had that experience.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah.
We didn't get split up, but we made friends for
Well,
life.
We did get split up.
A little bit.
I forgot about that part until Leslie told me.
I don't
was like,
remember
oh
getting
yeah,
split up.
sorry that I went with another group or something like that. And
I
was
remember
like,
that. I meant like we made friends for life. Well, that's where we met Leslie the first time.
Yeah.
The second time,
Oh yeah, Michelle and Amy.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, I totally forgot. Sorry, it's not that I forgot. I'm just like,
no. You're thinking about the first one.
I am, and I feel like Michelle. I've been friends with her for forever.
Ever?
And Amy, yeah. I feel like I've
I
known
know.
them all my life.
They cool.
They are cool.
They some cool ladies.
They are. I like the way you roll. I like the way you roll.
Sounds like a commercial. Oh man. There I met my roomie for this year's cruise, Tracy. We have kept in touch since that day and meet up for cocktails now and again. We even went to her wedding where, of course, New Kids on the Block were played. The time came for the meet and greet and it went by so fast. My BFF loves John and I happily stood the other side. He was lovely and asked about the picture she had given him from her daughter.
Aww.
His hug really is amazing too. I gave each of them a hug. I was so happy to meet these guys who helped make my teenager years happier. I couldn't speak to any of them, just hi was the best I could get out. I'm sure a hug says 1,000 words. The concert was the best I've been to. My BFF and I were there up front and had an amazing confetti-filled night. There's nothing better than that confetti.
No.
We couldn't believe that after all these years, we were so close to them. Since then, I finally got into join Twitter, and that opened a whole new world. If the 15-year-old in me knew she could possibly communicate with New Kids on the Block, she would have freaked out.
100%.
Yeah. What I didn't expect from Twitter was the friends I've connected with and met from around the world. One to mention is Steph, who I met in 2015.
Steph!
We spent a day together with our families in Florida, and I just knew I made another friend for life. After that, she put the thought in my head about the cruise, so my husband said, go on and get it out of your system.
Aww.
So I did in 2016, Me from small town in Scotland, left on my own to fly on my own to a place I had never been before. Folks from my work thought I was mad. They didn't think New Kids on the Block were actually on the boat, that it was a theme.
Wait a second. So she'd never been to the United States? Holy cow.
I don't know if she'd never been to the United States because she had met Steph in 2015 in Florida.
That's right. Yep.
But she had never been to, well, was it New Orleans that year?
I'm not sure.
2016. Did they do New Orleans twice in a row?
I think so, yeah.
But off I went, knowing my friend Steph and her roomie were going to meet me. My BFF couldn't make it, and I was sad we weren't sharing this confetti moment together like we always had. But she was with me in spirit, and I posted our meet and greet picture from the boat on Twitter. This was a time I will never forget, and so grateful to Steph, as if she hadn't suggested, I don't think I would have ever gone. I came off that boat saying I'm doing that again. I'm on this year's cruise and going with Tracy. My BFF can't go, but her picture, just like last time, will be with me, and she will be there with me in spirit. I'm spending time with Steph in Florida again this year before the cruise with our families, and just know we are going to have fun on that boat. So, as I said at the beginning, I realized after writing this that I feel really lucky. Not only have I met new friends for life through a love for New Kids on the Block, but I realized my BFF from school days back in the early NKOTB days is still my BFF today, which is something, but also lucky because we still share our blockhead love to this day. Fingers crossed for another European tour. We need another confetti moment to share. Thanks for reading, Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
That was great.
That was great.
You read that.
Really awesome.
I was like, I'm always into the stories. I was like,
in it to win it.
These stories give me life. Rolling
with the homies.
What is it? Walk on by? No.
Something like that. Flock on by. Just this.
Yep. Okay. I have a good one for you.
Okay. Hey!
This is our friend, Alyssa.
I was there.
You know what you did.
Wait.
Yeah, you were. You were there. You were at this concert that she's about to talk about.
I thought it was 1990 that I went to because I was 10. It was my 10th birthday gift.
Maybe they were there twice.
Maybe they were there twice.
Hey.
It wouldn't be like totally out of the crazies.
Yeah. Now, I will say, did you know that Alyssa was supposed to be in our photo group?
When?
She was supposed to be in our photo group with Michelle and Amy.
This last time?
Yeah.
Why wasn't she?
I can't remember the circumstances, but, because she wanted to stand with Jordan. But she had, contemplated. So.
Like being with somebody else?
Yeah.
Contemplated what?
Being with somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
So, but she ended up being able to get with Jordan.
Yep.
But yeah, she was at the Mohegan Sun show. She was looking through photos and she's like, oh my God, there's Nikki and Brooke.
Where was she sitting?
Right down the road from us.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is. That's cool.
So here we go. Alyssa's NKOTB Memories. Old Orchard Beach, Ballpark, 1989.
I just skipped forward.
Yep.
This was the year before.
It was the year before.
It was not the same show I was at.
That's crazy.
They must have played Old Orchard
concerts.
the summer before. Yeah. Because I just saw who the opening act was, and it was not
it just
the same.
never was a option for me. It just never was a. I can remember begging my parents.
Can I tell you? I don't even think I knew there was a concert.
I only knew there was a concert, I believe, because I knew you were going to the concert.
I didn't know there was a concert. I was
supposed to go. I also feel like I was supposed to go. I feel like
did Wendy go?
I feel like somehow there was a time, it may have been this concert, it may have been the one after, but I got a really bad ear infection, and I can remember, and this might be a story that I'm mixing up, but because I know my sister got an ear infection with the concert and whatever, but
right.
I got really sick and I couldn't go,
but
I feel like I was invited to go, and I was like, oh my God, and I couldn't go, and it was
I wonder who it would have been.
I can't think. It may have been somebody I didn't know very well.
Right.
It may have been a kid from the neighborhood that was
we
have an extra ticket.
Like a kid from the neighborhood, right.
Because that happened sometimes.
That's a long ways to go.
I'd end up, there was a time, I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there was a couple times I just went with a kid with a, yeah.
Right.
Hey, you want to come and spend a week with me and at our camp?
Want to come to my aunt and uncle's camp?
I did
on
that.
Green Lake.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did not. I'm not that. No. I need indoor plumbing.
Well, there's camps on Green Lake with indoor plumbing.
Well, yeah. That I think actually it was with Corey. I think Corey took me to camp.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like a bad time of the month to go there.
To go to a camp without indoor plumbing?
Correct.
Yeah, no.
And just like
I can only do that for like a night.
I just wanted to go home.
Yeah. I can only do that for a night.
Yeah. One day and I'm done. One and done.
And I have to be like at least like a 20-minute drive, like within a 20-minute drive to a campground.
Yeah.
With showers.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Here we go, Alyssa. Thanks.
Yeah. Dear Nikki and Brooke, 1989, a number. What a summer. Love that. Music hit you hard and you couldn't let go. These lyrics really hit home every time I hear them. I never thought that 29 summers later, I'd feel even stronger about those Beantown boys I fell in love with the summer of 1989. 'Tis true. My heart bursts with more and more love each day. Our amazing ride continues with NKOTB. And I'm riding right along.
Poetic.
I'm riding shotgun with you.
Riding dirty.
Well,
What does that mean? I don't. Does that mean anything?
Does it mean like street, not street legal? Like I got some like illegal tin. I'm really sad because I was supposed to meet up with her when I was in Massachusetts and I didn't get the chance. But we will soon.
Oh yeah, because you were down there. I forgot
She's
about
going
that.
to the Apollo.
Apollo.
So, whoop whoop. Apollo.
Whoop, there it is. We're going to be there.
Remember that cheer?
What cheer?
The whoop, there it is cheer?
No.
It was like, I don't remember, but then it ended with, whoop, there it is.
Actually, when you did that, it kind of reminded me of it.
Remember?
Like, I kind of had, like, I think I kind of have a
we're
memory.
there. Ding, 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 ding. Burr, 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 burr. Whoop, there it is. Like that. We're loud. We're proud. We're done undescribably. Something, something. Go defense. Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. B-E, aggressive.
B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. That's how I learned how to spell aggressive.
So, can I tell you something?
Yeah, you can. I'm ready.
I just, when we were just like doing this just now,
With the squinty
I just
face?
remembered a song
Oh, let me hear it.
that I haven't thought about in a while.
Oh, what is it?
And when I think of it,
Yeah?
I think of you.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's not an O song.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it Hoochie Mama?
No, that too.
I love that song.
Boom, I got your boyfriend. I got your man.
I love that song. I like the bad version, too. Uh-oh.
That's bad.
That's riding dirty.
That is riding
Full
dirty.
circle.
Full circle. Hey, Alyssa, thanks for your story. Let's continue.
All right. Do. I never thought it would be. What is that?
I'm dancing.
Brooke is dancing to the song, to the story. I never thought it would be this hard to write an NKOTB story about myself, but considering it's essentially a love story,
Lol.
truth, I felt somewhat vulnerable. Nothing I have to say or write is earth-shattering, but nonetheless, it's personal and becomes more and more special over time. This is the truth. This is the truth. What has really helped me and encouraged me to write about my journey is all the courageous NSCW listeners that have already shared their experiences, whether they are simple memories or life-changing epiphanies. I've appreciated how every single narrative has touched me in some way. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps and like kind of cry, like tears. Yee.
You are
I'm
getting
feeling
tears.
all the, like emotions at one time all of a sudden. The power of community within this group is strong. I'm amazed by the kindness, positivity, inclusiveness, and support that has been exemplified through your leadership. A strong foundation has been laid, and I figure it's my turn to contribute to give back. And I definitely am not crying anymore because you were dancing as I'm reading.
I am dancing. And also,
Do you have to pee?
no.
Oh. Oh.
If I had to pee, I'd be doing this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These are such beautiful words.
They are.
And I feel really bad that I sabotaged her story by singing Boom, I Got Your Boyfriend.
Oh, that's okay.
Alyssa, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
I was going to sing it and I didn't.
don't know what I do. Sing it.
No.
Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you.
Can't stop. Can't stop.
Oh, that was the concert that my sister was supposed to go to when she had an ear infection. Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams?
Nope, it wasn't. It was Hall & Oates.
Oh.
She went to she was going to Canada to see Bryan Adams. And my dad said, "Oh hell no,
You are not crossing
you're
the
not
border.
crossing that border with a bunch of boys." She said, "Yes, I am," and he said, "Then your stuff will be out on the lawn tomorrow." Oh, Kim, sorry. Hey, it's a truthful story. Here's a story. Okay, Alyssa, back to your story. I am so sorry.
I love it.
I love you.
Aw.
I do.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh,
I love Alyssa.
I love you, Alyssa.
I love all of everybody.
I freaking love this room picture, BTW, that's coming up.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So I'm going to read this over. Okay. So I've appreciated how every single narrative has touched me in some way. The power of community within this group is strong. I'm amazed by the kindness, positivity, inclusiveness, and support that has been exemplified through your leadership. A strong foundation has been laid, and I figure it's my turn to contribute to give back. Like, honestly, I love you.
She's a nice girl.
You are a nice girl. Trying to piece together any before reunion experiences was really challenging but fun. Oh, BTW, have you seen her dance video? It's freaking amazing.
I'll have to check it out.
I think we should post it on here if she gives us permission. Even members from this group rallied to help me identify the people I once knew and waited in line to meet with unrelenting excitement. My plan is to write chapters or memoirs, LOL, to create a timeline of my experiences so that I can save or share. Oh, the following story is only one of many, but I figured the best place to start was the beginning. And she's already sent us part 2, and I'm so excited.
Yay.
You're a beautiful writer, by the way. I'm just going to say that. Like, this is beautiful.
It really is.
This is beautiful.
That's why I said I felt bad for sabotaging with Boom, I Got Your Boyfriend. Because it's so beautifully written.
I also wrote, how cool is this NKOTB poster art from back in the day? The placement and those acid wash jeans. Do you see the acid wash jeans?
I sure do.
Do you see that poster placement, though?
It's beautiful.
It's very well done.
It is.
It's very smart. Because then you could, like, position other things. And, like, if it was, like,
yes,
off center, it's fine.
You wouldn't have to redo the whole wall.
Correct.
To add extra pieces.
You were smart. You were smart.
And also...
What's that?
I like those shorts.
She wore these to the concert, by the way.
I like
this was
those
taken
shorts.
after the concert, but like she wore them. I like the shorts too. I like the whole outfit.
No,
because it's like double
real.
tank, and like the white tank matches the white short, and her hair is like on point.
Yep.
And
she's barefoot. I love being barefoot.
Yep. You know what? She probably would have worn a pair of Keds with this outfit, I'm thinking.
Keds or boat shoes.
Oh, boat shoes with the little thingies that are like
the little twisty twits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. New Kids OG Stories, Chapter 1, The Beginning. And I've been told that I need to play this.
Yes,
so here we
you
go.
do.
Here we go. My NKOTB expedition started one day at recess during my 8th grade year in 1988 and 1989. That was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
In those days, we actually had scheduled recesses twice per day. Unstructured socialization and exercise were actually allowed in school. Shifting our recess activities from playing punch ball, kickball, sideline soccer, 3-on-3 basketball, hells yeah, and knockout, yeah, to discussing the latest fashion and music trends as well as our most recent crushes. And I bet you were wearing one of those Ocean Pacific jackets as you did all these things too. Because I know I was. And I know Brooke was too, because I got a picture of her.
Absolutely.
My friends and I, my friends and I opted for sitting on the steps of the custodian's garage in the schoolyard, listening to a boombox. I can still Oh, listening to a boombox. That's freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I can still believe. I feel like we did this. I feel like I used to take mine with me.
I did. I remember this very specifically. I would bring my pink boombox. This was like when I was young. Like,
I'd say 4th grade for me.
I'm like
mine.
1st grade, 2nd grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I remember bringing
you were so cool.
my pink boombox with like Cyndi Lauper.
I had my gray one with the duct tape handle. Do you remember that one? I had that one forever.
Yeah, I do remember that one actually.
And I'd bring that with me because it was I had my newer one,
Mhm.
but I had that older one that I would bring, and I'd shove those D batteries or C batteries.
I feel like we weren't allowed to bring them, but we could bring like Walkmen.
To 4th grade?
Yeah, I don't remember 4th grade. I'm thinking like 3rd grade.
I'm pretty sure we were allowed to bring them in 4th grade.
I don't remember that. I don't remember bringing them I don't remember bringing
Maybe it was a
anything
special day.
in 4th grade.
And you know what? It may have been 5th grade because I feel like, or maybe this is a memory that doesn't even exist.
Like I specifically remember bringing mine in. I think it must have been second grade.
Yeah.
Different school though.
Yeah.
I lived in Etna. But I remember bringing mine and listening to it at recess.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember specifically in 3rd grade wearing my Walkman in my jean jacket.
Oh, hell
There was a pocket. It was almost like it was made for it.
Right. I forgot about that.
And I would listen to like whatever tunes, whatever tapes I had, mixtapes.
Were you listening to Everybody Wants to Rule the World, thinking about Garrett Booth? Because that's what I was doing in 5th grade. And Joey McIntyre. I was conflicted.
You were conflicted.
And then there was Rudy Anderson. Oh, geez.
Ah.
Okay. Here we go. I still can't believe we each took turns bringing our systems to school and that it was even allowed.
Mm-hmm.
We crossed our fingers that our batteries would last. All I can remember from that day is one of my friends saying, "Hey, have you heard these guys?" There, in her hand, was the Hangin' Tough cassette. You Got It, The Right Stuff was queued up and ready to go. As a song, melodiously, did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Woo! Blared through the speakers, and as I scrutinized the cassette cover, I fell hard for 2 things. Number 1, the music. And number 2,
Jordan Knight.
how you doing, Jordan Knight? You know what you did.
Jordan Knight, you know what you did. You do it every time.
And not necessarily in that order, if you know what I mean. I hear that. Instantaneously, Jordan became my new boyfriend, my angel of love, my everything.
Yes.
Yes. At that point, there was no turning back. My quest to know everything about NKOTB had begun. The race was on to find out, read, watch, and or tape anything related to my new 5 handsome friends. I am not quite sure how my friends and I missed the release of Please Don't Go Girl, but it wasn't long before both songs were playing often on 92 Moose! 92 Moose!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, maybe Alyssa knows my online boyfriend. I don't know.
You haven't talked to her about that?
I don't know as if I have. I'm
sure she does.
I'm sure she does.
I'm sure she does.
92 Moose always reminds me of him.
So she's from there.
Oh, yeah.
Like that high school.
Oh, yeah.
So she grew up in there.
Yeah.
Do her parents still live there?
I think so.
I'm curious. I lived there.
That's
I'm
right.
curious, what if they were in my neighborhood?
Oh my god.
What if they were my neighbors?
Actually, I don't think that she's from Augusta.
No.
No, I think she's from like outside.
But she went to Coney.
Yeah.
Are we? Can we say that? I don't know if we can. We'll cut it. We can cut
now
it out.
now they'll put the things together. They'll put the things together. So if you know who was listening to it, he's like, "Oh, I've been caught."
Who's been caught?
Well, I mean, might as well say it now.
Hotch?
No, not Hotch. But when I was talking and she was like, "I know exactly who you're talking about." Hey, you're not supposed to say it! Frog!
Bing, bing, bing! Cut that out.
That's okay. I'll put dolphins over it.
Oh, okay. Then cut out the part where I just said, bing! Bing!
I'm gonna leave it.
Bing!
I'm gonna leave it. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. 92 Moose. I'm a mean girl too. Woo woo. I was in LOVE, a love that would last forever. The funniest part about that sentiment at the time is that I had no idea that this would be 100% hashtag truth as I sit here feeling the same way today. And I'm going to tell you, I feel exactly the same. It wasn't long before I learned that my favorites would be touring and would be coming to Maine's beloved Old Orchard Beach Ballpark. I was happy to learn Tiffany would also be opening. Did she open at yours?
No.
Who did?
Perfect Gentleman. And Biscuit.
Oh, Biscuit did?
He rapped.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Biscuit.
Was Nico there too?
Maybe behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. Just because, cartoon.
Right.
he had a large role in the cartoon. Okay. I'd actually seen her a year or two earlier at the Portland Expo and just recently learned New Kids had opened for her. Not sure how I missed that. Our seats on the bleachers were far away. Wait. So I'd actually seen her a year or two earlier at the Portland Expo and just recently learned New Kids on the Block had opened for her. Not sure how I missed that. Our seats on the bleachers were far away. Oh, so she had probably seen New Kids on the Block and didn't even know it.
Right.
That's crazy. Okay. Old Orchard Beach Ballpark was the best place to see a concert, in my humble opinion, as a teenager. Would you agree? Beach all day, party all night.
Well, when I went to concerts there, I think I only went to 2 concerts there.
Did you see Cracker there?
No.
Okay.
No, Cracker was the Horde.
Oh, yeah. Where was that?
I don't remember.
I thought that was Old Orchard Beach.
I don't think it was.
Oh.
Maybe it was.
Guster was what I was just thinking.
Yeah, Guster, no.
Guster came to Bangor.
Yeah. Where was... I don't remember where Horde... Maybe Horde was there. But...
I wore that t-shirt. That was
I saw 311 there and it was pouring. It was like pouring rain.
Oh, 311.
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
wouldn't mind seeing 311.
It was high school-ish. Senior year or so. And then...
Oh, was Shane there?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure he was.
He loves 311.
Actually, I feel like he was there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw New Kids there. That was the first concert.
Hey.
And I was like 10, so I was with my mom and my aunt. We didn't do anything but go there and go home.
Oh, okay. But you've Old Orchard Beach was a you partied in Old Orchard OB.
Still do.
Hey.
No, but yeah, I mean when I was a teenager and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
I'd only been to Old Orchard Beach one time. We quite literally, and I hate using that word, but we went, I walked into the ocean, took a picture, and bought a t-shirt and left. I got one of those like beaded ones.
I had one with a kitty cat on it.
You know the ones.
And it said Old Orchard Beach.
I feel like mine was a kitty cat
Fringe.
too.
It probably was. Those were very popular back then.
And I feel like it was like second grade. I have the picture.
Yeah, no, it would absolutely. That would have been around the time.
I saw that shirt and my mom was like, no. And Graham goes, I'll get you the shirt. Of course he did.
Can I tell you a memory?
Yeah.
Sorry, Alyssa, I'm going to hijack for just a second. But Old Orchard Beach.
Gotcha.
I have a very distinct memory. And it's not like it is amazing or anything. It's not like this, really cool story. It's not.
Okay.
But it was 1993.
It was a good year.
I was down there with my family staying for like a long weekend or whatever, like in some like motel, like beach motels.
Yeah, yeah.
They have like a musty smell. Everything's wet in them.
Yeah, it's okay. Humidity.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you have the beach and you have like the amusement park and the pier and stuff, and that was cool.
I've never been there.
So you haven't been to the amusement park and the pier, but you went to a store and bought the t-shirt.
Yes. Because there was like a t-shirt shop like on the corner, like by where you would go, I think. It was like right there.
There's a lot of them.
So we didn't go into the pier.
Well, there's a lot of like beach places. People know what those are like if they've been to the beach.
They're very similar, yeah.
These shops are, I call them, to be quite frank, I call them shit shops.
Oh, okay.
Literally, it's just stores full of the same shit in every store.
It just has a different name on it.
It's touristy.
Yeah.
And
we have a lot of those, like Bar Harbor. Like everybody does.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
So I went into one of these stores and they had these shirts I will never forget this. So I walk in, and I wasn't with my parents or like my mom. They were probably like in the store next door or something, and I just went in here. And I hear this song. They're playing the radio station, and I hear this song. And I thought it was such a beautiful song. Do you know what song it was? It was the first time I'd ever heard it.
No.
It was like the premiere of it. And I actually even want to say it was a Sunday morning. It was like Casey Kasem type of thing. Like top 40.
Yeah.
It was, again, by Janet Jackson. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and I'd never heard it before.
I love that song.
And in this same shopping trip, keep in mind it's 1993, they had this like button-up flannel shirt. It was sleeveless, and it was like yellow and navy blue, and I loved it. And I remember getting my mom, bringing her in, showing her this shirt, putting it on like over a t-shirt. So like I wore like a short sleeve like white t-shirt with this like flannel shirt that was sleeveless over it.
It looked awesome.
And my mom was like, "Oh yeah, that would be nice for school. Like you could get that for school." And her thinking it was too expensive for what it was, but we're at the beach, everything's too expensive. But she bought it for me.
Oh,
And anyway, that's just a memory.
I like that memory.
So whenever I think of shopping in Old Orchard, even now, like when I'm there and like I go to the candy store that was across the street from the store that I went to buy the shirt, that store's not there anymore.
Hey, I've been to the candy store.
Yeah. It's a good candy
Take
store.
it to the candy shop. I kept singing that over and over again in my head when we were there.
So every time I'm in there, I think of that shirt.
That's a great
And-
story.
and Janet Jackson.
I love that song.
Like
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
that feeling is the same feeling I get when I listen to it now. Like I was 13 years old.
That's such
like,
a
it brings
great
you back.
story. I love it.
And I hadn't seen Poetic Justice yet.
Hey, Tupac, how you doing?
How you doing,
Oh,
Tupac?
hey, I was like,
Machiavelli.
Hey,
Machiavelli.
Hey.
Um,
How do you want it?
how does it feel?
Hey. How do you want it?
Sugar. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great.
Love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out.
That was a good butt dance song right there.
That was a
I used to do this dance. It was before.
It was twerking.
It was twerking.
Before twerking was twerking.
And I could do it. And I would just do it.
And it was called the butt dance.
It was called the butt dance. And I'd get everybody stand in a circle.
And you gave it
and
to the
I'd
butt dance.
and I'd twerk now that I know. But I wouldn't like twerk with my legs up in the air like that. But if I would have known that was a thing, I would have
Like
done
you would
it.
have put your foot up on the wall and been like,
yeah.
twerk.
I don't even think I could do it anymore. I don't think so.
You should try.
Maybe I should try on the cruise. Cruise moves.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What is it? Want to see my butt dance?
Hey, want to see some of my moves? He'd be like, hard pass. Okay. Doop de doo 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 doo.
Alyssa, we love you.
La 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 la. A doo 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 doo. Here we go. Beach all day, party all night. Lucky for me, my parents were music lovers and concert goers. Jealous. Ooh,
That's awesome.
Haven't done that in a long time.
No, you haven't.
That was for you, Maria. This one's going out to Maria. The tickets were purchased without having to ask. That's awesome. I can't really remember whether or not the tickets were purchased for me for my birthday or for graduation that June. Ooh, hell, it really doesn't matter, right? But I do remember, 8th grade graduation. I was like, wait a second. No. Oh, okay. But I do remember my stepdad handing me 4 tickets for that August saying, it's me, you, and 2 of your friends. Going ballistic, I quickly invited 2 of my besties at that time and began making plans. My outfit and my gifts. I certainly had to wear blue since it was Jordan's favorite color, according to all the fun facts. Why doesn't he have the blue mic then? Was Joe like, dibs?
Because he was the youngest.
Oh.
Maybe he got to pick because he was the youngest.
Oh, maybe.
And they were like, we don't want to hurt Joe's little feelings.
Stop.
So he's going to get first pick. And they were just like,
and he was like,
that's fine.
The bluest of blue. That's what my eyes are.
Yes.
I heard that song today and cried because I just love it so much. It was like a, I just belted it. You know what I just realized? We have a tenant next door now.
Oh, can you hear everything that we're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Where's his bedroom? Is it this room
It's
or
that one
room?
over there.
But still. Oh, shit.
Hey, it's okay.
All right, we're just gonna talk like the delicious dish.
Yeah, that's what his eyes are. Okay, here we go. I quickly invited two of my besties. Boop, 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 boop. I certainly had to wear blue since it was Jordan's favorite color according to all the fun fact charts in Bop and Tiger Beat magazines. I also knew I needed to give them each a gift and write them each a note with my address and phone number. That would certainly have me stand out from every other girl in the crowd. They'd have to call and say thank you, right? She is like living my life. For inquiring minds, I made each guy a friendship bracelet using their favorite colors. That's adorable.
That is adorable.
I can only remember details from Jordan's bracelet. I used the basic stripes pattern using shades of blue, gray, and white. It was 20 strings long, so the bracelet was wicked awesome. To say I was proud of my creation was an understatement. I would like to have
adorable.
one of those now.
Me too.
Like, I'm all about friendship bracelets.
I would like an armful of them, please.
I would like a very, a large one, so when my ankle swells, I can still wear it.
It doesn't cut off the circulation. You don't have to cut it off.
Right, it's kind of floppy, but like when I have like a bad ankle day, it's cool. The day of the concert arrived. I believe it was on August 10th, 1989. Since the concert was general admission and we lived a little over an hour from OOB, I remember rallying my stepdad and my two friends rather early because I needed to be in the front row. The four of us gathered in the cab of our red Chevy pickup truck and headed south. New Kids on the Block or bust. After we parked, my stepdad cautiously warned me about the dangers of standing near the stage. I wish I would have gotten this memo, by the way, because of that other concert I went to, and I got crushed in the mosh pit. At a concert, I naively answered something like, "Really? I'm pretty sure it won't be the same with a bunch of teenagers." He told us to be careful and that he'd be in the bleachers if we needed him. Regardless of all the screaming he had to endure, I'm pretty sure he appreciated no line of the beer tent that night.
Truth.
With my gifts tucked under my arm in a rainbow colored envelopes and our tickets clenched in our fists, my friends and I dashed across the dusty parking lot to stake our claim in the front. The crowd quickly began to thicken as we entered the infield. We sprinted with all our might and were able to land the last three spots in the front row to the left of the stage. That's freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I was going to see New Kids on the Block up close and personal in the front row. I savored that moment, having no idea what I'd have to cope with to keep that spot secure for the next several hours. I was about to hand my gifts to the security guards over the barriers and felt a little demoralized after seeing the piles and piles of presents already collected, some falling off the enormous piles into the dirt.
That's sad.
Oh. Sigh. I still had faith. However, they'd find my tokens. I still had my faith, however, that they'd find my tokens. Unfortunately, I have no recollection of Tiffany's performance that night, except that it was relatively easy to keep our spots. We simply had to use the security barriers to hold our ground. Little did I know that those barriers would eventually become my new BFFs from the time Tiffany concluded to when the New Kids commenced. I held on for dear life as the guys took the stage. It was a euphoric feeling and one that is almost too hard to describe. The lights were bright, the screams were loud, and the crowd swayed from side to side in awe of what we were finally getting to experience. The guys were right frickin' there. We sang every word, we smiled ear to ear, and we all sweat from head to toe. But no one cared. I never let go of my spot, though. I persisted. Lucky for me and the rest of the crazed teenagers, security guards were closely monitoring the crowd. Using gallon jugs, they poured water over our heads and in our mouths to attempt to avoid tragedy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Amidst the insanity, there was one moment that I will never forget. My first real moment when I knew that I would absolutely be in this New Kids thing for the long haul. The lights went down. Oh my gosh. I'm like, just all of a sudden I just got this like feeling come over me. The lights went down and the band was transitioning into I'll Be Loving You Forever. The screams seemed to cease and the shoving slowed. All I could hear was the music. It hit me hard and deep. I couldn't focus on anything, but listening to Jordan sing his falsetto had me at At one point in the song, he waltzed to my side of the stage and got down on one knee. I'm not sure whether or not he was looking at me, but it felt like he was. There, in his houndstooth vest and black button-down shirt, Jordan made me feel like I was the only girl in that audience. If I could use a GIF to describe how my 14-year-old self felt in this moment, it would be Jordan's "It's on" GIF from Pop. The whole concert was absolutely everything and more. The worst moment was, of course, when it ended. Drenched with sweat, soaked with stale water, and legs coated with mud and dust up to my knees, I couldn't have been happier trudging my way from the stage that night. Upon meeting my stepdad, I couldn't help but laugh because of his parental warning about general admission crowds. He gave me the "I told you so" look when I gave him the "I don't give a shit" glare right back because it was worth every freaking second. I was 14 and I was on top of the world. It had been a great night, one that I would remember and never forget for a lifetime. As we headed back to the truck, my stepdad handed me the concert program, knowing that it would be a concert I'd never want to forget. Full of hope and love, I hugged that program, knowing that this was only the beginning as we headed back north, up I-95. I'm just adding that. Thanks so much for sharing my story with lots and lots of BH love, Alyssa.
Alyssa, that was awesome. That was an awesome story.
That was amazing.
It felt like I was there.
I did. I could see it. I could see like her like clenching on for dear life.
And also it reminded me how filthy you'd get at these concerts.
Yes.
Like these outside concerts.
Yeah.
I remember leaving them with like black feet.
I don't think I've ever been to an outside concert. Oh, well, I went to
You went to that one.
I went to Hall & Oates and got told to sit down.
You went to the other one.
Which one?
Wasn't lit outside.
No, that was inside.
Really?
That was at the State Theater.
It was?
Yeah.
I always pictured it to be outside.
Oh, yeah. It was at the State Theater.
No, these concerts you would go to, like the Spin Doctors concerts that I went to, like,
hey,
like all these concerts were outside.
Prince to adore you. Just go ahead now.
And you would leave and you literally would have like mud up to your knees. And like your feet were like brown.
Gross.
With dirt and mud and your toenails were filthy.
Kind of like the Dave Matthews Band concert. That my flip-flop broke.
Which one was that?
Got stuck in the mud.
Was that the one that I got spit on? No.
This is the one that was just recently. You got spit on at a Dave Matthews Band concert?
Yeah. Some girl spit on my arm.
Ew.
It was disgusting. Like, she didn't mean to spit on my arm.
I would have.
We were like, it was a
I would have
Gillette.
shoved that spit right back in her mouth.
It was a Gillette. And it was kind of like gross, like drizzly, rainy, gross.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had a poncho on, but like my arms were bare.
Yeah.
And she was like
Poncho.
2 rows up. And she spit like a loogie.
That's disgusting.
And it landed on my arm, like
that
right
is
here.
Disgusting.
And I was like, bitch, what? And I was with Michelle.
Oh, hey.
And she was like,
Michelle,
what?
Michelle's about to throw down.
Yeah, no. We ended up, we left there like really like, not even muddy, just like soaking, wringing wet. I remember changing in the car. It was bad.
Ew,
It might have just been me and Michelle, actually.
That's fun.
What Dave Matthews Band concert are you talking about? Recent?
Yeah, the one we just went to that Kevin wanted to go to, and I was like,
Did I go?
Yes, you and Darcy went. And Robbie and, yeah, and Michelle.
Oh, in Bangor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
It was so quiet.
It just was. And it was like,
But they blast the country music.
yeah, I know.
But when they blast anything other than country, everybody complains in the city.
I'll tell you what, though, Hall & Oates, solid.
Rod Stewart was pretty good.
I would have loved to seen him.
It was pretty good.
Maggie May.
My mom really liked it.
Can we, if he comes again, can we go together?
Sure. I don't know if he'll come again.
Maggie,
Cyndi
I
Lauper
think I
was
got
like,
something
I was really
to-
excited about Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, I would be too. I'm kind of bummed that I missed it.
So
I feel like I was away or something.
it's like that guy.
Oh.
Darcy will know what I'm talking about.
What guy?
Fuck it, I missed it. She'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Speaking of Cracker,
Oh.
that wasn't the Horde that Cracker was at. It was like a legitimate. It was a concert. I don't remember who it was. Cracker was opening.
Was it at the Bangor State Fair?
No,
Oh.
It may have been at Old Orchard. But I was wearing a t-shirt and Darcy was with me in Old Orchard and some guy came up to us, was like talking to us. We were like 14. We were like awkward and weird. And he's like talking to us like, hey, you girls go to that concert? And I was wearing the concert t-shirt. I'm like, yeah. He's like, fuck it, I missed it. So randomly, if I'm just talking to Darcy, one of us will say, like, if this has been for like 15 years or longer than that. 25 years.
That's a riot. I've never heard this.
And I'll be like, fuck it, I missed it. And we exactly know what it is. And also Brian on rollerblades.
Wait, who?
So we were sitting on a bench. No, we were sitting on a bench and some guy on rollerblades with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Rolled right up and sat next to us.
Did he roll like this? Like that guy?
Yeah, no, probably. He thought he was like really cool, and he sat next to us.
Too bad he didn't have like a shirt on that was like unbuttoned with no shirt underneath. Yeah.
And
baby, I believe it. Hey, there you go, Jordan. No, please don't.
No.
Baby, I believe in you on rollerblades.
But anyway, it's just funny. Fuck it, I missed it.
That's awesome. Did you want to read Candace? Oh, thank you, Alyssa.
Alyssa, you are amazing.
Sorry for all the
tangents. You are a
tangents.
national treasure, and I can't wait to meet you.
Yes. Candace's NKOTB fan story.
Candace's NKOTB fan story.
Here we go.
Whoa. You put a little twist on that.
I did.
You're going to switch it. You're going to switch it on them.
Switch it on.
Flip mode.
Flip mode is
Flip mode's the greatest.
I fell down about my head. It said, flip mode. I love that song. I'm going to give it some more.
Okay. This is Candace's story.
Here we go.
I posted this on my page first, but decided to go ahead and share it with you guys. My NKOTB story. I have been listening to the My So-Called Whatever podcast and decided to write down my story.
I'm so glad you shared it with us.
I don't remember a time without the New Kids on the Block. I became a fan sometime around 1989, although I couldn't say for sure. It was sometime in early elementary school. I remember playing in the backyard with my cousins, and we each had a new kid that we were going to marry. Of course, mine was Donnie. And at the time, I was young enough to believe there was a possibility of it happening.
Hey, you know what? Crazier things have happened.
That's right.
Like him, hey, you want to come to my pool party? That girl in the first story. I'm still thinking about that. And I would have been like all about it. I'm going in.
I'm going to dive into the pool. You would.
I've been like, oh, I got my suit in the back. Hold on.
I had the dolls, the towel set, and the sleeping bag. I think all of my playtime for 5 years involved New Kids on the Block somehow. We never got to go to a concert. However, my mom got one of their concerts on pay-per-view. I was so excited, actually getting to see them live. Those pay-per-view concerts, man, those are a big deal.
And we got a story from Kara that got a special kiss.
We sure did.
Okay, I was just doing a special craft with that. I can't wait to show you. Can't wait to show you.
That was amazing.
Like, hello. No, NBD.
NBD.
I just got kissed by Donnie Wahlberg.
Like on TV.
On pay-per-view. No big deal.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing. Kara, you're awesome. I love that I still see her and like she'll still like she'll comment or like send a message.
That's cool.
I want to meet her. Like I want to like meet her in person.
Is she going on the cruise?
I don't think so.
No.
But she's like from New England.
What you doing, girl? Come hang out. All right.
Bangor.
One of my birthdays, I want to say my 10th, was New Kids on the Block themed.
Jealous.
As things go, they broke up and I grew up. I remember the show Bands Reunited or something like that.
That's a
and being so excited that New Kids on the Block was on one of them. When they decided not to reunite, my heart was broken. So was Nikki's.
It really was.
Life got busy, and I didn't believe the rumors of the reunion. Although in 2008, I got married, so I didn't have a lot of free time. 2012 was a sucky year.
Oh.
I had 2 miscarriages.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My cousin and I decided to go to the concert in Dallas in 2013. We were so excited. After 25 years, we got to see them in person. I was also pregnant with my daughter.
Oh.
That first concert, we were up pretty high. Not the last row.
But not close.
But it was still awesome. You could feel the excitement, and the energy was palpable once the guys got on stage.
Sure was.
In 2015, we went to the concert again, this time a little closer. We had just as much fun as the first concert. We would still feel the excitement and energy. Excuse me, we could still feel the excitement and energy.
Hey, I read it the same way you said it.
It was then we decided we had to get on the boat, a once-in-a-lifetime event. In 2016, we got on that boat.
Whoop, whoop.
It was amazing. It was everything we hoped for and more. I had post-cruise depression for months because that would be our one and only cruise. In 2017, we did VIP with my cousin's 8-year-old daughter. We were on the third row this time, so much closer than our first concert. The picture is from this concert. We are the ones in the red Texas shirts. And,
Cool.
well, we are going on the cruise this year. Hey!
Yay!
Awesome!
Come say hi.
That once-in-a-lifetime cruise is happening for the second time.
This is awesome.
Awesome!
I love this.
That's so cool.
Are you standing with Danny or are you standing with John?
I'm guessing
Danny.
I'm guessing Danny as well because
I love
her
this
friend
picture
and her
of
daughter.
Danny. I love this picture of him. Look at him. He's super happy.
He looks very happy.
Danny Wood, if you're listening. Danny. You look amazing in this picture. Like, he looks so
Absolutely.
freaking happy. That is awesome. And, like, I know I say it, but, like, please say hi to us. Because, like,
yeah, of course.
and, you know,
just say hi.
I just want to, like, I want to say hi. Hi.
Hey!
Hey.
This is awesome.
So this woman right here that's in the vest, she looks familiar. I feel like she sent us a story.
She does look familiar. I thought the same thing.
I could be
actually.
wrong, but I feel like she sent us a story, or I've talked to her, like, in the woman in the pink shirt too. Like, I feel like they look familiar, but I mean, I could be completely wrong.
I mean, we see a lot of pictures and a lot
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah.
And ones that are like this, where everyone's posed just so,
Yeah.
it would be easy to get them mixed up a little bit, but
Everybody, all of the guys look super happy in this picture. Look at Donnie.
it was a good day.
Today was a good day. I got a sticker that said that in one of my sticker things. I was like,
You did?
yeah. So that was an amazing story.
Thank you
guys
so much, all of you, for sending in your stories.
Yeah, and keep sending them, please.
Send us more.
You guys can see. Send us your story. It can be like a couple sentences. Like, we want to hear it. We want it. It's okay if you haven't met them.
80s stories and 90s stories too.
Right, exactly.
All stories.
We want to hear them all. We want to hear them all. Hopefully, maybe the guy next door is listening and he'll send us his stories too.
He might be. How old is he? Is he of that era?
Yeah, he's just a couple years younger than us, I think.
So I bet he liked some stuff like what my brother was into.
Probably, yeah.
That was my brother into.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Full circle.
Yeah. What else was my brother into?
Garbage Pail Kids.
That was more me, but he liked the presidents of the United States of America.
Yes, he did. He sure did.
And he really liked the Bushwhackers.
I don't remember the Bushwhackers.
Wrestling.
Oh.
And
He loved Nintendo.
that is damn straight.
And he would...
He loved his Nintendo.
He loved Ace Ventura.
He did?
Yeah. We watched it like twice when I was at your house.
I don't remember.
I'd go in his room because
Yeah.
he had the Nintendo in his room for some reason.
He did. Except for when I'd bring it in my room. Sometimes
And he would say, "Hey, Nikki, you want to play Paperboy?" And I'd say, "Okay."
You'll always play Paperboy.
He would always play Paperboy with me. And so I'd go in, like, you'd be in the shower, and I'd go play Paperboy while you were, like, taking a shower, doing what you needed to do. And, yeah.
Paperboy.
So, I love that. I love that game.
We should tell that story sometime at the sleepover.
Wait, what?
Sleepover.
Where?
At my house.
We're having a sleepover?
The story of the sleepover?
Oh, jeez. Brooke Elizabeth. We don't talk about that. Brooke Elizabeth. That was a weird night.
That was a weird night.
I totally forgot about that. That was my second kiss. Not with your brother.
No.
But I forgot that happened. Like, I forgot because I told you my second kiss.
What was his last name? Oh, that's right. Where is he these days? I'm
I don't
looking up on
know.
Facebook.
I bet he's a nice boy.
Well, he's a man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He's only like a year younger than us.
Right.
But at the time, it was just weird because I think we were either in 8th grade or freshmen.
Like freshman, I think.
And he was in like 8th grade.
Right. It must be because he has a family.
Let me see.
That's him, right?
Oh my gosh, that is him. He was a nice young man.
This must be his wife and 2 kids. 2 little boys.
That's adorable.
That's nice. I'm glad. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a family picture.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, they have like a crab or something.
Oh.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well,
I was
we go.
actually in love with his brother. His half brother.
Whose brother?
His.
Who was his half brother? I don't remember him.
He looked like Jordan Knight. He lived, so like, I think that he was like homeschooled or something. Like he went to school with us and then like all of a sudden he didn't.
Did he play hockey?
No.
Wasn't there another one that was there 2? Maybe he just had hockey hair.
Oh, he was so handsome. And
Now I'm going to look.
he would,
Oh, hey.
like, sometimes he would, like, when I'd play basketball, he'd come over. And I was just like, oh, I'm all about you, man. Show me the way.
Show me the way
Take me tonight
to the river and wash my illusions away. Is this him?
I think it is. How are you finding these guys?
I just pulled up his name.
Doesn't really look like he was.
He like.
Oh my gosh!
It's locked
I
down.
do believe that that is him. Yeah, kind of looks like him.
It kind of does, but like.
He had longer hair, and it was like.
But that was also
swept.
like a long time ago.
I know, and he was just so handsome. He was so mysterious.
Well, that's what it was.
Oh my god! Remember Daniel? I am like pulling these out
Daniel?
of nowhere
From the like.
Daniel's son.
Yes. What was
Oh
his
my
last name?
gosh, I don't remember. But do you remember when he came back? Okay, so you remember when I liked him, and then he like left, and then like the next summer, the summer after, he came back and he was like hardcore. He was like a bad boy.
Yes.
And I was like, oh hey,
How you doing?
yeah. But it was like, I think it was right before my senior year.
Wait, what was his last name?
I don't remember. Daniel. I have a picture of him somewhere.
Was he French?
He may have been. We're never going to find him.
Never say never.
Okay. So should we wrap this up?
Probably.
All right.
So thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks guys. This has been great.
Yeah.
And
Lots
of
fun.
I hope you didn't think the beginning of this was too weird. So
Nah.
but it's the real deal.
Right.
And today I'm feeling pretty good.
Cool. I'm glad.
I am. I'm feeling
glad.
pretty good. This was good. So yeah.
Okay. Peace
That's
out.
it. Yeah, and thank you to our Patreon people.
Yes.
We
As
appreciate
always,
everything
we
that you
appreciate
do.
you so much.
We couldn't do what we're doing without you. And yeah. So we'll end this one. And we'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Bye.
good. Bye.